I'm doing Depth vs. Herd, entertainment, things like that. You might know a channel called Come GeekSum, and I gotta give Come GeekSum and Dan a huge shout out. Dan will be linked below. Definitely check out his channel. He's got a great channel. But something happened. So basically, Come GeekSum read this article, and at the time that he read it, it actually stated that Eve Barlow had published the open letter supporting Amber Heard that all the experts signed. So at that time, he got it right. But what happened was they changed their article. So let's take a look at the basic premise and what they actually changed. Eve Barlow was banned from pal Amber Heard's court case with Johnny Depp from 3 days ago. So it seems like they are very behind in the news, but it doesn't hurt to say that over and over because it's a great thing. And they go on to say how she was ordered to leave the courtroom because she was tweeting live during the trial, which is something you can't really do. They say she's based in LA, wasn't sure about that, and they say she's a music journalist, which I guess she is. Some people say she's a journalist, and I don't think they really know exactly what it is. I mean, look, it's judging music. It doesn't take a lot of brain power. It takes some brain power, no offense to anybody who does it, but it's not like an actual journalist who covers law, who covers politics, who covers things like that. Now, I know there's all kind of different types of journalists, better than others, but if you get my drift, music is easier than other things, and I'm sure she could handle it. And by the way, her writing is not terrible. I've read some of her stuff. I disagree with plenty. However, the actual writing, it's not so bad. But that's beside the point. They say she was dramatically thrown out of the courtroom. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Not sure. And they go on about this incident for quite a while. So for an article that's like 3 days old, they spend some time covering this old news. But all right. They go on to say that she's been a very public supporter of Amber. Well, we knew that. But okay, you know what? It's not a terrible article so far. I can't quite tell if they're on her side or not. They're not quite praising, but they're not actually saying anything negative. And down here it says, this is the important part, that they changed. More recently, Barlow commented on an open letter signed by more than 130 organizations, academics, and experts, and now we know it's up to 300 experts. And they go on a bit more about that. But let's see what happened here. Which leads us to Come GeekSum. And once again, I gotta really pound it in, this is not Dan's fault. When he saw this, this is what it said. More recently, Barlow published an open letter signed by more than 130 blah 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 blah. But the point is, they say published, not commented, and now it says commented, which is a huge, huge difference. So, for people seeing this at that time, they would rightfully think, looks like Eve was behind the letter, and that would make sense. And hey, that still might be the case, but they changed it. So, I would say can't really count this at face value. Furthermore, when this letter got out, Eve tweeted like crazy. Now, she's been tweeting less lately, maybe once a week, every 10 days, or something like that. So when she tweets like 5 or 6 times in a row, you're thinking, oh, so let's put two and two together. This article says she published it, and, she was tweeting like crazy about it, so that might be true. And at the time, that seems good. And they also say on top, as a subtitle, journalist penned an open letter. So what exactly does that mean? That seems like she did more than sign it and tweet out about it. So I guess you could say, A, they just got it wrong, or B, it was just some kind of typo, or C, they were following the news, they didn't know too much about. I've never seen this site, so who knows how much they know about the case. They're reporting on an incident that's really old by now, so I'm just saying, I'd say they're wrong on it. But you never know. I don't know exactly who started the letter. Maybe you do, but probably not Eve Barlow. Let me know what you think down below. Doing shoutouts, special thanks. Like I said, Dan will be linked below. He's got a great channel. Check him out. And if you're not subscribed here, well, subscribe. And if you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.